Sophia Umansky proves she's Kyle Richards' lookalike. There's no doubt that Kyle Richards' four daughters all bear a striking resemblance to their mom. Her eldest daughter, Farah Brittany Al-Jafri, whom she shares with her first husband, Guresh Al-Jafri, as well as her three daughters with Mauricio Umansky, Portia, Sophia, and Alexia, all look a lot like their famous mama. And in case you really needed proof of this, Sophia recently posted a photo with her mom that had us doing a double take. The snapshot features Sophia and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members standing next to one another, both dressed up in sequin dresses with their long brown hair flowing. We had to look at the photo multiple times to be able to figure out which woman was which since they were twinning so hard. And yes, Sophia is very aware of the lookalike moment. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills daughter captioned the photo with the cheeky remark, "Dad's jeans didn't even try." In the past, even Kyle has commented joyfully on how everyone notices that her daughters are her copy and paste lookalikes. Inside Kyle Richards' relationship with daughter, Sophia Umansky. In the past, Kyle and Sophia have opened up about their relationship and shed light on their special mother-daughter bond. Beautiful on the inside too, Kyle wrote in 2024, time to her daughter's birthday, "I love you, Fief." Previously, Sophia has been equally gushing of her mom, who she has dubbed her best friend in a throwback birthday post from 2021. She added at the time that Kyle is the best mom in the world and the most amazing person I know. "I feel so lucky to call you mine. Thanks for being my soulmate, my other half." Kyle Richards shares insight into her bond with her four daughters. Of course, Kyle has nothing but love for all her daughters. Still in awe and so grateful that these beautiful girls/women are all mine. She shared back in May 2024. "My four best friends who inspire me every day. The best gift you all give me is your love and support for each other. I am in total amazement of each of you every day. Thank you for making me a mommy." Kyle, as it turns out, never misses the chance to shout out her four girls, as she did back in March for a very special reason. "Happy International Women's Day. Here's to strong women," Kyle wrote on Instagram, time to International Women's Day. "May we know them. May we be them. May we raise them." Wondering what else there is to know about Sophia Umansky? Lucky for you, we have all the info on Kyle's daughter. Sophia Umansky steps into the spotlight. The double take. It was a warm spring evening in Los Angeles, and the hills were alive with sequins, stilettos, and stories. The red carpet leading into the Beverly Royale Hotel shimmered under the camera flashes, and atop it, a mother-daughter duo stood arm in arm, nearly indistinguishable to the public eye. Sophia Umansky and Kyle Richards posed under the golden lights, both wearing midnight blue sequined gowns that humped them like starlight. Their long brown hair cascaded in perfect waves, their almond-shaped eyes glinting with a shared mischief. Somewhere behind the velvet rope, someone gasped audibly and muttered, "Which one is Kyle again?" Sophia heard it. She smiled. "Dad's jeans didn't even try," she quipped to a nearby reporter with a wink, knowing full well the quote would go viral by morning. A star in her own right. Growing up in the luminous shadow of a Bravo queen wasn't always easy. Sophia loved her mom fiercely. Kyle Richards wasn't just a reality TV star or a fashion icon. She was the woman who sang show tunes while folding laundry and made the best blueberry pancakes on Sundays. But being the daughter of a real housewife came with expectations, assumptions, and a permanent place under the public microscope. Sophia had stayed out of the spotlight compared to her sisters. Farah had luxury real estate covered. Alexia was the reliable golden girl. Portia, the baby, was the charismatic scene stealer. Sophia, she was the quiet one. The observer, the mirror, some might say. But tonight, she was done hiding behind the reflection. As cameras snapped and fans shouted Kyle's name, Sophia leaned closer and whispered, "Let's give them a show, Mom." Kyle turned, eyes twinkling. Honey, you were born for it. Origins of a lookalike. The Umansky family joke started when Sophia was just 6. A stranger in a grocery store approached Kyle and said, "Your daughter looks exactly like you." Kyle beamed, but Sophia frowned. "I don't want to be exactly like Mommy," she had pouted that day. "I want to be me." Years passed, and Sophia's features grew into uncanny echoes of Kyle's. At 16, she was stopped in mall hallways by Real Housewives fans asking for selfies. By 18, gossip blogs had started including her in next-gen housewives lists. But beneath the glamorous exterior, Sophia struggled with identity. Not in a melodramatic way, but in a quiet, gnawing way. Was she Sophia, or Kyle 2.0? It wasn't until college, tucked away at George Washington University, that she started to find herself again. One library, one coffee-fueled night, one philosophy class at a time. No cameras, no curated selfies, just thoughts. Friends who didn't know about Beverly Hills. Professors who called her Ms. Umansky instead of Kyle's daughter. But then, of course, she came home for the summer. And everything changed. The photo that broke the internet. The now infamous lookalike photo happened by accident. Well, sort of. Kyle had asked her daughters to dress up for a charity gala benefiting children's cancer research. Sophia, fresh off her second year of college, hadn't planned on attending. But then her mom showed her the dress, a vintage Elie Saab number, midnight blue, sequins catching the light like moonbeams. It was love at first sparkle. When the two stood next to each other for a quick mirror selfie in the foyer, Portia had shouted from the staircase, "Wait. Whoa, twins." Sophia laughed, but the image in the mirror silenced her. For a split second, she didn't know who was who either. They posted the photo online before heading out. Within hours, it was everywhere. Side-by-side comparisons, fan art, tweets that read, "Kyle Richards cloned herself and named her Sophia." The Real Housewives subreddit declared her Gen Z's Kyle. Tims ran the headline, "Who wore it best, mother or mirror?" Sophia read every comment, every heart emoji, every "OMG, they're twins," every "she's prettier than her mom though." And for the first time, the resemblance didn't feel like a weight. It felt like power. Sophia's spotlight moment. The next day, Sophia woke up to 3 casting offers in her inbox. Reality TV spin-off, a brand campaign for a luxury makeup line, a feature request for Vogue Teen titled "Like Mother, Like Daughter." She blinked at the screen. Kyle had always told her, "Use your name when you're ready. Don't let it use you." And maybe, just maybe, she was ready now. She turned to Kyle over breakfast, where the family gathered for avocado toast and smoothie bowls. "Mom?" she asked. "Yes, Fief." "What if I said yes to all of it?" Kyle smiled, knowing exactly what it meant. "You're not stepping into my shoes," she said. "You're stepping into your own." Fief finds her fire. Sophia started small. A photo shoot with a fashion magazine that highlighted her personal style, minimalist but bold. A podcast appearance where she spoke openly about growing up in a famous family, her college experience, and her passion for mental health advocacy. She shared a TikTok that got 3 million views, where she humorously dissected which of her mom's famous scenes she'd reenact if given the chance. Yes, it included the iconic "You stole my goddamn house" moment. People were surprised. She was funny, sharp, grounded. And yes, she looked just like Kyle, but she wasn't trying to be Kyle. She was Sophia. The world loved her for it. Behind the sequin smile, but fame, as Sophia quickly learned, was a fickle friend. Paparazzi followed her to campus. Rumors surfaced online. Was she dating a pop star? Was she planning her own reality show? Would she be joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills next season? Then came the headlines. Is Sophia Umansky too perfect? She called Kyle in tears one night, overwhelmed and questioning it all. I thought this would be fun. I thought it would feel like me. But it just feels like noise. Kyle flew to DC the next day without telling anyone. They sat by the Lincoln Memorial, the spring air crisp, the city skyline soft behind them. "You're allowed to pause," Kyle said. "You're allowed to change your mind." Sophia sniffled, "But I feel like everyone's watching now." Kyle put a hand on hers. "Let them watch. But remember, you get to choose what they see." The realist housewife's daughter, Sophia didn't walk away from the spotlight. She just changed the narrative. She started a digital platform called Reflections, where young women shared stories of identity, confidence, and life under public gaze. She wrote essays, curated interviews, posed for editorials that showcased not just her beauty, but her brain. People stopped comparing her to Kyle. They started seeing her as Sophia. And yes, they still noticed the resemblance. But now it was more than physical, it was about strength, poise, passion. Even Kyle said in a live stream once, "I look at Sophia, and I don't see a copy. I see my evolution." Reunion. A year later, the same red carpet was rolled out at the Beverly Royale. This time, Sophia walked it solo. She wore a white satin gown, her hair pulled back in a sleek bun. She paused at the cameras, smiling like she owned the stars above her. "She's here," someone shouted. Kyle stepped onto the carpet a few seconds later, wearing a black gown with a plunging neckline and silver earrings that sparkled like tears.